is no way in hell that Barcelona is about to grab Roony Bardghji for 2.5 million. 2.5 million for one. When it comes to potential, when it comes to talent, when it comes to upside, this guy ticks all boxes. This guy ticks all boxes. And I'm actually surprised. I'm stunned. I'm shocked that this is actually happening, that he's going for this amount. That no other club is willing to even look at him, and that Copenhagen is prepared to sell him for 2.5 million. If you guys have got no idea what the hell I'm talking about, if you guys have got no idea who he is and his talent and his potential and why other clubs are not going after him and his whole story, I will give you the whole story. I will tell you exactly one by one. Before we start, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel. Of course, we hit 77, which is massive. Let's try to get to 80 now and 100k, you get me? Listen, first of all, to give you a backstory of why I'm talking about him this highly, I lived in Denmark for 6-7 years. And when I lived in Denmark, I lived in Copenhagen. And I was supporting, of course, the capital, Copenhagen, FCK. And I've still got family there. When I left Copenhagen, I still watch them every now and then. And I've got family that still lives there, and they watch Copenhagen religiously. Yeah? They told me about this kid before he even got his debut. This Dunny is the youngest ever player to play for FCK. FCK is the biggest team in Denmark. He got his debut at the age of 15 years old. 15 years old. Couple weeks later, he scored. Youngest ever player in FC Copenhagen to score. At the age of 15, yeah. Couple weeks after that, he scored his own when he became 60 and everything. His breakthrough season at the age of 18 years old, this guy scored 6 goals in 10 games. 6 goals in 10 games at the age of 18. Age of 18. Boom, Champions League. He scores the winner against Man United to knock Man United out from the Champions League. After that, he had his ACL injury. That happened last year. I think March time, April time. Happened last year. And he's been out since then. He came the past couple weeks, past couple 2 months, he's come back and he's trying to recover from the ACL injury. First of all, he's still young. He is still young. The reason why I feel like the price is going at 2.5 million, or no other clubs are maybe going after him, is the fact that the ACL injury. It's the fact that the ACL injury might have hurt him, and clubs are maybe looking after it and say, is he still as good as he was before? Let me make it very clear to you in terms of context. This guy, the moment he got his debut, and weeks after that, all the biggest clubs in the world, specifically Manchester City, was going to go after him. All the clubs wanted him. This guy was valued at 75 million at the age of literally 15, 16 years old. He was valued at 75 million. And clubs were trying to go after him. All the biggest European clubs were trying to go after him because he was the next big thing. He is the next big thing at that point. Since then, the past 2 years, a couple of things has happened. One, his contract extension. His contract runs to December this year. So his contract finishes December 2025. When he extended his contract when he was a kid, Copenhagen approached him with another extension 2 years ago. He was very, I don't want to stay. I feel like I can do better. I feel like my potential and my ability is bigger than Copenhagen, which in reality is true. In reality, bro. My family, my cousins in Denmark, they watch him. They watch Copenhagen over the past couple of years, yeah? They watch him every single week. They've said to me, this guy, when it comes to talent, he's above anyone in the league. Like, you could tell when he touches the ball, the flair, the talent, everything about him. Then Copenhagen didn't really like his attitude. And then they labeled him, he's got attitude issues. Not really. He just didn't want to stay because he wants to go to a bigger club. The injury might have hurt him as well. He's been out for the past 10 months with an ACL injury. And as you guys know, some people, they come back, they recover well from it. Others don't. The people that's recovered very well in terms of in his position, in terms of wingers / midfielders, the likes of Wirtz. Wirtz has come back from the back-to-back ACL, has done well. Zaniolo came back. That's a couple of players, they come back from an ACL, especially at a young age. They still keep and they still have the talent in them. Physically, maybe is a bit different, but in terms of talent, they're still there. This guy, in terms of talent and in terms of potential, bro, at the age of 15, that man were labeling him 100 million signing. 100 million signing. This guy, his talent he will never lose his talent. In terms of his profile, he's a right winger /10. His preferred position is on the right hand side. We can cut inside onto his left and use his left. By the way, he's very good at both feet. Very good at both feet. And in terms of creativity, he can pick up a pass from nowhere. He's very talented. Very talented. So that's why I'm a bit annoyed and upset that Barcelona is about to grab him at 2.5 million. Now it comes down to what happens. Is he really worth the hype? Is he worth the hype? Yes. In terms of, he can be such a useful player for any team. But now, when Barcelona is getting him, this guy can be the backup to what Barcelona needs. Now they can get, rather than getting Rashford, Rashford can maybe still be signed, but they're about to get my man, who will initially play in La Masia, in the B team and the main team. But I wouldn't be surprised by the end of the season, by the end of the following season, this guy was going to get a lot of minutes. He's going to be above the pecking order of the likes of Fermin, the likes of Dani Olmo, the likes of Gavi, in terms of what he can bring and in terms of his position, because he can play on the right-hand side, which means now there is finally a cover for Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal doesn't have to play every single game. And trust me, 3 years ago, this Donny was labelled the next big thing, similar to the same way Lamine got the hype a couple of years ago at the age of 15. This guy was getting that hype in Copenhagen. Everyone knew forget Copenhagen, the whole Scandinavia. When Copenhagen signed for Malmo from Sweden, this guy was getting all the hype. Every club wanted him at that point before Copenhagen signed him at the age of 14. Everyone knew him. Everyone knew who he was and everything, yeah? That's what I'm saying. This guy is as talented as it comes, bro. As talented as it comes. But then there is now the fear, is he going to fulfill his promise? Is he going to fulfill what his talent and his ability? Just because you've got talent, it doesn't mean you can pretty much maintain it, or you can fulfill it, or you can show it on the pitch. There's been a lot of talented young kids, a lot of talented young players over the past so many years. They've never reached what they can actually reach. As for Barcelona, the likes of when they signed, who remembers when they signed Halilovic, the Croatian next Luka Modric? This Donny turned out to be an absolute bust. Who remembers Yusuf Demir, fam? When they signed him, Yusuf Demir is going to be the next nothing. So he can be a Yusuf Demir. We might see him in about 2 years from now, bro, in Australia, fam. Back in Denmark, back in Sweden, back in Kuwait, because he is Kuwaiti, which is crazy to me. But he's back in Kuwait. Or we can see him be literally a perfect rotation with Lamine Yamal. And potentially in years to come, he could even start. He could even be the 10 position. Other clubs could go after him. What Copenhagen have done very well is that they've got a 15% so-on clause. That to me is very smart. Smart move. The fact that you sold it for 2.5 is a howler. It's an absolute howler. This guy can literally, on paper, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, we'll see him as literally the biggest bargain since probably Ronaldo, fam. Since Ronaldo. Since Toni Kroos. You know what I mean? Since Toni Kroos, since Luka Modric, since Camavinga, bro. I mentioned hella Madrid player. We've signed some bargains. 2.5 million for Roony Bardghji. Some people pronounce it Bardghji. It's not Bardghji. In Denmark, they pronounce it Bardghji. For Bardghji, 2.5 million is peanuts. Barcelona just committed a heist. They've just committed an actual bank robbery. They should be jailed for this, fam. The same way Barmatao is now in jail, Laporte should be in jail, but for good reasons. How he's managed to confirm this? Fairs. Wallah, fairs. And I'm surprised no other club wanted him. But then again, the disadvantages and why other clubs, I'm guessing, this is just me assuming, it's because of the fact he's just coming back from an ACL injury. He's been out for 10 months. He's got, which Copenhagen has labelled him, he's got attitude problems. He doesn't have that. In terms of attitude, I can reassure you, he doesn't have that. When he plays and when he wants to play, this Donny is on another level. Whether he can maybe recover and become the person he was before the ACL, that's the question mark. That's why some other clubs are not prepared to take that risk. But for 2.5 million, It's low risk, high reward. This is literally a low risk, high reward transfer written all over it. Barcelona's not losing anything from paying 2.5 million. No other club. I'm surprised other clubs didn't even do this. It's 2.5 million, Ak. That's a very, very small, low risk in this. But the reward is incredible. Is something that you can't even imagine, fam. Because if he turns out to become the talented player he was deemed to be, and if he becomes, before the ACL injury, Barcelona's got another gem in their hands. They've got another gem in their hands, bro. In their hands. But fair play, fam. Fair play. Listen, put down in the comments what you guys make of the signing. Put down in the comments what you guys make of whether you guys know about him, whether you guys have watched him, whether you guys have watched any sort of about him, read about him. Put down in the comments what you Barcelona fans think about it. Like I said to you guys, I'm someone who've lived in Denmark. I've got family living in Denmark. Brother, I've got a scarf here. This is my team back in Denmark. You guys have got a talent in your hands. And I'm very, very surprised that he's literally going for 2.5 million. Anyway, let's see if he becomes the next upcoming talent, the next upcoming 60 million, 70 million, 80 million, or whether he becomes another Yusuf Demir or Alan Halalovic. Let's just wait and see.